rules state, never cross the line in front of the bears, yet you pull out a chainsaw and charge at them. And just when the audience thinks you're a goner, the bear looks terrified and cries, "Oh no, it's Logger Vic!" Run! You've been transported into the Boony Bears world as Logger Vic. You slowly open your eyes and scan your surroundings. You see a rundown wooden shack with a patchy, lopsided roof, and inside there's a green sofa and a TV. Suddenly the system chimes. Ding! Basic task, advanced task, chop down the forest rarest tree for Boss Lee. Hidden task, ding, please follow these rules. You are playing Logger Vic. The real Vic is dead. Don't let them find out. Keep living as him. Babu is your master. You must feed him daily. His favorite food is fish. To save time, I won't read the rest. Feel free to pause and read them yourself. Seeing these tasks, you feel a sense of dread. You recall the Ultraman level. At least that one told you what to do. This time it doesn't even show the basic tasks. Then you look at rules 3 and 4 and sense something is wrong. Isn't Babu my pet? And how could Vic chop 10 trees every day? Are the rules glitched? As you ponder, a chilling voice comes from behind. Vic, where's my food? I want fish! You jump and spin around to see Babu looking exactly as you remembered. You face a choice. Either follow the rules and submit to Babu, or act like the original Logger Vic and ignore him. You tentatively reply, "Sure, I'll get it right away." Before you finish, Babu turns vicious in an instant. You realize your mistake and quickly add, "Right, I'll go chop some trees." You look down at him. "When did you get behind me? You scared me. Go on, get lost." Babu calms down and trots off to the corner of the room. You turn to the stove to cook, then toss a fish to Babu. "You lazy fat cat, look how big you've gotten. You're coming with me to chop trees later." Babu shudders in fear. "No way, I'm not going. Go yourself, Vic." And he bolts out the door. You have no choice but to grab your chainsaw and rifle, hop in your truck, and drive deep into the forest, reaching a fork in the road. You stop in your tracks, noticing 2 wooden signs ahead. One sign shows Logger Vic without his hat, marked with a big red X. The other sign shows him wearing his hat, marked with a big check mark. Seeing this, a memory flashes through your mind. In one episode, Briar and Bramble pranked Vic by drawing him without his hat and crossing it out. Vic refused to take his hat off and ended up getting a sound beating from the bears. After a moment of hesitation, you head down the path with the hatted Vic. As soon as you enter, you feel a sudden sense of dread. It feels like countless greedy eyes are watching you, scaring you into turning back immediately. You drive your car toward the other path and stop under a large tree. Vic's image flashes in your mind and you exclaim, "What a huge tree. I'll start with this one." You grab your chainsaw, it roars to life, and you mimic Vic, slowly approaching the tree. You know that the sound of the chainsaw will surely summon Briar and Bramble. Since you don't know the rules yet, you must play the part of Vic without crossing the bears. As expected, a massive shadow appears in the distance and a thunderous roar erupts. It's Bramble. You scramble in terror and dash back to your car. "Logger Vic, you're here to chop trees again," he says, slowly approaching you. You pull out a shotgun and grin menacingly. "You stupid bears, I haven't even started yet and you're already causing trouble?" You fire 2 shots and Bramble is so shocked that he runs away in a panic. Suddenly another roar echoes from afar as Briar throws a rock, knocking the shotgun from your hands. You pretend to be terrified, your voice trembling. "Briar, Bramble, be reasonable, I wasn't even chopping." Briar looks at Bramble, who sheepishly scratches his head. "Ha, I guess he really wasn't chopping." "Logger Vic, don't you know that Vic with a hat isn't allowed in the forest?" You pretend to be surprised. "Oh, I had no idea." Taking advantage of their distraction, you bolt away. "You stupid bears, just you wait, I'll be back." Briar and Bramble watch you run off without giving chase. "Briar, don't you think he really looks like Logger Vic?" Briar looks nostalgic. "He really does. But didn't we see Logger Vic die right in front of us?" By evening, you stand frozen at the entrance, watching the forest trees grow at an impossible speed. The branches looked like tentacles reaching out from hell, bursting outward wildly. Seeing this, you just grabbed your shotgun and lay down on the bed. In the middle of the night, urgent knocking came from your door. "Logger Vic, Logger Vic!" "It's me, Briar, come out quick, the house is dangerous, don't stay inside." But you just pulled the blanket over your head and went straight to sleep. Meanwhile, the contestant from Vietnam realized he'd been tricked and started trembling in fear. He couldn't help but peek through a crack in his eyes, only to lock gazes with a giant crimson eye. The next moment, the live stream went black. Ding. The Vietnamese contestant is dead. Penalty. 3% resources lost, 10 years of life deducted. Forest resources increased by 50%. The Boony Bears horror instance has partially descended. You stretched in the morning and walked outside to take a look. Something was off. Yesterday's footsteps sounded heavy, and despite the tiptoeing, something 10 meters tall should have left tracks, but there were none. After a moment of reflection, you looked at Vicky. "Vicky, did you hear anything last night?" "I was asleep, but in a daze I thought I heard Briar's voice." Hearing this, Vicky said with a hint of panic, "No, I didn't hear anything. Logger Vic, are you hallucinating from cutting too many trees?" You gave Vicky a meaningful look. She's definitely hiding something. I just don't know if she's still the Vicky I know. You walked out, started your truck, and drove away. You drove deep into the forest and stopped. Suddenly, a squirrel appeared in a nearby tree. Seeing you, he panicked. "Oh no! Logger Vic is here to cut trees again! I have to tell Bramble!" You pretended to be angry. "You pesky squirrel going to tattle to the bears again? I'll raid your stash and take everything." But in your heart, you were pleased. This was perfect, as it would make the bears stop you from cutting trees. It was the perfect chance to see if there were any clues in the tree hole. You climbed up the tree and found a note inside the hollow. You took the note and grabbed some pine cones, then climbed back down. Briar arrived just then, took a deep breath, and roared at you. You weren't scared at all. "Briar, did you see me cutting trees again?" Briar stood there, stunned and embarrassed, then turned to Bouncy. "Bouncy, didn't you say Logger Vic was cutting trees?" Bouncy was also confused. "I don't know, I saw Logger Vic drive up, so I ran to tell you guys." Meanwhile, you quietly ran to your truck and pulled out your shotgun. "Briar, I wasn't cutting trees. You guys are looking for trouble again. You're asking for a beating." Briar was terrified. No, we were just here to enjoy the view, right?" Bumper, "Yeah, right, I just wanted to invite Briar over to hang out." He climbed up the tree, peeked into his hollow and wailed, "Where are my pine cones?" "Briar, Logger Vic stole my pine cones." Briar looked panicked. "Vic, why did you steal Bumper's pine cones? Give them back right now." You stared intensely at Bumper, noticing a red glow around him as he began to grow in size. Shocked, you quickly tossed the pine cones out. "It's just a few pine cones, don't be so stingy." Bumper slowly returned to normal. "My precious pine cones, you're finally back." Briar sighed in relief. "Vic, why would you take them? Don't you know those are his most prized possessions?" You raised your rifle. "Tell me, Briar, was it you at my place last night? I swear I heard your voice." Briar held up his hand, staring at the barrel. "No, Vic, I definitely wasn't there. It wasn't me, I swear." "Are you sure? Then was it Bramble who came to my house last night?" "No way, Vic. Neither Bramble nor I went anywhere near your place." Also, you should be careful. Whatever you do, don't go out logging at night. With that, Briar and Bumper scurried away. Once they were gone, you pulled out the note. Ding. New rule. If you see someone in red, don't look them in the eye or listen to them. Ignore them and keep walking. Don't look back or they might be right behind you, waiting. You felt a chill. This is getting creepy. It's nothing like the Land of Light dungeon. Forget it. If things get bad, I'll just use the Ultra Badge and transform into Ultraman Taro. Back home, you wondered, if Bumper had a note like that, could there be similar ones in Bramble or Briar's homes? Or maybe in the homes of the other animals? You headed to Warren's place. To lure him out, you tossed a carrot onto a tree and hung another one in midair. Once Warren took the bait, you quietly reached into his burrow and sure enough found another note. Back in your truck, you checked the contents of the note. Do not destroy the animal's most prized possessions. They belong to them. Do not cut down the forest trees. There were signs of tampering at the end. You were puzzled. These rules had clearly been altered. What does they belong to them mean? If rules can be changed, how many others are wrong? You knew rules 3 and 4 were wrong, but at least rule 2 was verified. Staying in bed at night keeps you safe. The sun was starting to set, so you hurried back home. After you left, Bug 1 and Bug 2 emerged from the woods, staring intently at your path with sinister, toothy grins. Only when you were completely out of sight did they move away with stiff, awkward movements. Once they were gone, Babu crept out cautiously. Oh no, am I being targeted again? I need to talk to King Louie and the others. Meanwhile, back home, you suddenly had an idea and let out a devious chuckle before heading to the shed to gather tools. Nearby, Vic the cat watched with a mix of nostalgia and sadness. That sneaky look is just like Logger Vic's. But are you really him? I miss you so much. Suddenly, a notification rang in your head. Ding! Logger Vic persona success. Roleplay progress up 10%. Initial strength unlocked. You immediately clenched your fist and punched a wooden post, leaving a clear, deep dent in the wood. Staring at the mark, you looked surprised. So this is the true power of Logger Vic. But you had no idea how to further increase your roleplay progress. After finishing your work, you hurried back to the cabin, grabbed your rifle, and got into bed. As time passed, a frantic knocking on the door shattered the silence. Vic! Vic! Come out! It's dangerous in there. Someone is tricking you. Get out now! Suddenly, the eerie calling stopped, replaced by a cry of agony. That painful scream was caused by the trap you had set up earlier using the tools from the shed. The footsteps outside faded away, and soon after, you drifted off to sleep. On the third morning, you were jolted awake by Bug Dad's shouting. You opened the door, and Bug 1 stepped inside. Vic, I'm not here to cause trouble. It's King Louie's birthday today, and he wants us to come over and celebrate. You scoffed. Bug 1, who knows if you're up to no good? And last night, I heard someone outside my cabin while I was sleeping. Were you trying to steal my stuff again? Bug 1's eyes flickered with a hint of panic. Vic, why would I steal your things? Come on, the party is about to start. You intentionally lagged half a step behind, but were surprised to notice that Bug 1's backside didn't seem injured at all.